You want my review? You can have my review now, Senator. Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? My Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, your sister's ass, the Pony Express, Vic Dibitetto here. So I've been catching up on some movies lately, and I decided to do a new movie critic kind of thing so you guys can decide whether or not you want to see these movies. I'm calling this new idea Spoiler Alert, so you have fair warning in case you don't want to know anything about the movie before you watch it. But to be quite honest with you, these are not new movies, so fuck you if I spoil it for you. Look, I've simply had some time off lately, so I figured I would eat some gummies and watch some movies. Okay? Okay. So here we go. Now, my first review is Captain Phillips, starring Tom Hanks and apparently a crew of dopey fucking fanoiks. Okay, here's the deal. Hanks plays the captain of an unarmed container ship with a pretty big crew. Did I say it was unarmed? And then like 3 Somali pirates in a fucking fishing boat that Fredo was whacked in takes over the whole container ship, which is the size of a fucking football field. Now, number one, I don't know, maybe have guns for all the crew members? Okay, so these dopes have 0 weapons, and their ship is humongous, and the pirates are in a fucking floating bathtub. So they go alongside the boat and hook a ladder on it. And now they have to climb up a long ladder. I don't know. Maybe drop a fucking refrigerator on them? Maybe shoot the flares right in their faces? Maybe have the crew dump hot oil on them. They have a fucking kitchen on board. Look, you want my review? You can have my review now, Senator. You gotta be a moron to go into known pirate waters and not be able to defend yourself against 3 guys who look like they haven't had a good meal in about 6 months driving around in a fucking big canoe that has a motor. You want thumbs? I'd give this movie 2 big toes down. You know why? Because the premise smelled like my feet. The next movie up for review is Titanic. We all know that story. So it was about 12 hours long, so fuck that. And at the end, there was no reason for Jack, who was played by Leonardo DiCaprio, to die. Get on the fucking floating door with the chick. Cuddle a little bit, wrap yourselves up in both your clothes, fool around, use your hands, do whatever you got to do to stay warm and awake and get on the fucking rescue ship when it comes. I give Titanic 2 big toes down simply because you got to have some pair of balls to make a movie that fucking long and then fuck the ending up that bad. The last movie on the spoiler alert is Gremlins. Great idea. But right off the bat, I knew some fucking idiot was going to let them get wet, keep them up later than midnight, and don't let them get into bright light. How fucking hard is that? You know that 10 minutes into the fucking movie, number one, put those fuckers in little wetsuits just in case a sprinkler goes off, right? Makes sense. And what's the deal with daylight savings time and this midnight thing? What happens if the clock goes backwards or forwards? That was a big plot hole for me right there. Anyway, give them sleeping pills at 10 p.m. every night, and that would have guaranteed they went to sleep. And the no bright lights? Hello? Keep them in a fucking basement with no windows. And that's how you act as a responsible gremlin owner. I gave the movie 1 big toe up only because it was fun and a good idea, even though the rules for keeping them from being little evil monsters was pure bullshit. And that's that, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this episode of Spoiler Alert. Let's see how this video does, and maybe I'll do more of these. Or maybe I'll just do a shitload of cooking for dummies with Chef Vic and fuck this whole movie critic thing idea. Hey, if that fucking walrus Gene Shalit could do this, I figured I could too.